through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, won't you let the light shine through? In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
game, record, and stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Today, we will crown a champion.
It's a championship inside smoke!
That's a quad kill, and that's going to be it. What a performance.
Oh my goodness!
They want the trophy, and they've got it. This is what grand finals are about. This is why we love Counter-Strike.
Be focused. Be uncompromising. Be the best and never hold out. Pick your event. Place your bet. No matter who you are or what you're here for, it's our passion that unites us. Betway, for the love of the game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game. My name is Kieran. I'm going to be a caster for this best of two. Jumping into this first pistol round, of course, we do see a little bit of action already as Device finds the first one. Sunny trades, but so does Kirby as Sunny runs in with that USP, trying to grab the all-important trade. Astralis, though, of course, coming into this as the favorites. Mousesports, though, looking at those little bit of a head-to-head stats, we do see the sort of matchups where they have pulled against that sort of 22-19 overtime. That victory we saw very recently. I think that was the 1st of November, actually, we saw that victory. So, some really good results coming out from Mouse. Definitely matches where Sunny's performed, Statistical performed really well. But in this one, Astralis with that opening pistol round. 4 versus 2 as that 1 minute passes the clock. Astralis yet to try and get aggressive. They are just playing passively as Mouse, Statistical and Sunny both grouped together as Sunny tries to venture toward outside. Astralis still looking to take away this opening pistol round. Do not have a defuse kit. Glaive without the Kevlar has bought a CZ, so no defuse kit on the team. Maybe one was dropped from the dead body of Device, but again, not being claimed by that CT side as Sunny looks to make his way forward. Statistical advancing in toward the squeaky door, looking for that flank from Sunny to come in and try and find a couple of kills. But as he starts to venture inside of Maney, spots the head of Dupree, who is up in the heavens to try and find the kill. Will get the first one and leaving Statistical in a 1 versus 4 as he tries to spam with the Glock. Will be able to land it, but Dupree closing out the round. Astralis with their first pistol. And Mouse, of course, with that economy. No bomb plant for them in that round, so we'll be going into potentially a little bit of a pistol buy as they look to maybe anti-eco this. But again, here a few pistols being bought. A little bit of Kevlar for that T side, as well as Astralis coming out with their full buy round. We do see those 2 M4s onto Kirby and Dupree. The regular setup for the CT side of Astralis, especially on Nuke as well, where you can have those 2 M4s situated around the map. But again, Astralis still playing a very passive style. Device on the B-bomb site, just waiting for Mouse to make a move. But they are just still at the back of T-spawn, just patiently waiting, biding their time. Statistical, Sunny and Rop still at the back of the sort of A main exit. Now they do start to make a move. Very slowly, but still making a move nevertheless. Statistical dropped. Maybe we're in a pause here. It looks like Zipic has just disconnected from... Can we see the chat? We cannot see the chat. Okay, so it looks like we have just disconnected from the server. Or there is a sort of disconnection. I'm not sure if the round has been played. Obviously, I think the minute rule does apply where there's no damage done in a minute. You can reset the round, but... Again, I will look to find out for you. But again, a best of 2 coming up. Of course, Astralis versus Mouse. We have the EU game. Of course, this is the final match day of the ESL Pro League. So still a lot on the line. It decides who goes into that relegation battle. It decides who wins the Pro League. And of course, we have 2 maps coming up for you today in the EU side of this stream. Astralis and Mouse playing both of those. We have Nuke, obviously the first one, the second being Inferno. My name is Kieran. You can find me on Twitter at Kieran the Caster. I'll be doing this game, this best of 2, and also NRG versus Immortals over in the EU, the NA region. Both of these going to be exciting games. Again, make sure to tweet us your thoughts about these games. Hashtag ESL Pro League over on Twitter. You can definitely catch us all over there. But again, just to let you know, this game is not currently live. We do have Zipix disconnected from the server, so we are just waiting. And then the game will hopefully be restarted. Yeah, not really a lot we can do while we wait for the observers, the admins to reset the game, wait for Zipex to reconnect to the server room. And we should be able to get back underway. So, taking a look at the stats of this game, obviously, taking on each other quite a few times, some of them being in the, I believe, ECS. Again, I will just bring up these stats. Gives us something to talk about, right? So, if we were to go down, we have... Yeah, so they've played 4 games with each other in sort of the HLTV stats. They've had 2 of them very recently, which was in the ECS Season 4 Europe. Strangely enough, their last sort of listed game on HLTV was in the ECS Season 3 Europe, where in the 25th of, I think that's July, they took on Astralis again. Both of these went to overtime, so they had a 22-20 scoreline, and then Astralis won the second game. They had a 25-22 scoreline, and Astralis won the second game. And again, some great performances in there. Chris J taking 28 kills in that best of 1. It did go to a 16-14, so all 30 rounds played as well there. And probably the most thrilling result of this sort of matchup was that 25-22 scoreline in which mousesports took, double overtime. No, triple overtime. Where Sunny got himself a massive 40 kills. Dupree was on the other team, though, on 37 frags, so still a very head-to-head game. It looks like we are getting the server restarted, and we should be jumping into the action very soon. But again, make sure to tweet us in your thoughts at hashtag ESL Pro League on Twitter. We do regularly check those. We do have a lot of, I think, tweets rolling through at halftime as well. But we are just waiting for the server. So what we'll do, we'll jump into pre-game. We'll be back very soon when the game does go back live. So do not go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly. And there we go. It appears we are back into the game. The game should be restarted. Hopefully taken back to where we left off with Astralis getting that first pistol round. I would hate for the pistol round to rerun again. And there we go. The round has been reset, I hope. Yeah, it looks like we are back into the action. So, back into this one as mousesports, look, they look to split out towards Silo with already Oscar, Christian, and Sunny both on the roof throwing out their utility. Dupree hearing that as they hear the steps flurrying above him. Dupree looks to try and take the first one. Will be able to do so. Does he notice Christian inside the smoke, though? He doesn't yet, as Oscar able to deny Kirby of pushing in for the peak. Glaive, though, right above the exit, will not be able to find the... Why have we got no crosshair? There we go. Dupree able to find one. Does drop the smoke down for the defuse. Rops will fall, and Glaive picking up one as well. Stico trades, but in that 3 versus 2, they look to get the bomb down. Bomb defuse. Kirby cannot find the... Oh, sorry, Dupree cannot find the bomb, though. Oscar able to deny Glaive. Dupree, though, with the trade frag, and surely he hears Oscar dropping down into vents. Yes, he will, but they've defuse completed either way. Astralis with their second round. There we go. The score has updated. mousesports with that bomb down. Will they go into that eco? They probably should. Although, we do see Oscar buying up that AK, so we should be seeing a buy round from the rest of the team as mousesports look to invest into this one, try and maybe form a little bit of an upset to Astralis. They will be looking to complete their 3rd round. mousesports, however, already looking to head inside of the A main push with Stico already boosted on top of Silo. Kirby inside of Garage, though, could be that little bit of a kryptonite to their playstyle, as he is just making sure they cannot escape out into outside. Kirby holding again, though. Sunny pushed up to red container. Will be playing very close, maybe going for that secret push if they can get the smokes down, but the lack of utility is really going to start to be apparent here as that grenade does land right at the feet of Sunny. Not doing too much damage, though. Will be safe for now as Kirby again swinging out wide. Oscar tagged down to very low HP. Left on 10. Stico trying to spray back, but Kirby finds the first kill of the round. Oscar, of course, still down to very low HP. Cannot finish him off, though. He does spot out Sunny, who is able to return the fire. Christian now starting the push. Gets himself up into heaven. Denies Zipix of getting another frag and into a 3 versus 3. Oscar still very low HP, though. Again, as Glaive hearing those steps flooding round toward the outside. Checking the window, going for the peak, making sure heaven's clear, but look at this, coming in from the flank. Chris J not going for the peak, though, not playing as aggressively as he tries to get up inside of heaven. Those steps will be heard by Glaive, though, who will be able to shut him down and take the kill. That starts the maybe retreat now of that mousesports side. Oscar, of course, still on 19 points of health. Rop's going to be getting that bomb, backing him up toward outside. Might look for a secret split, but still pursuing toward a main device, though. Inside of the vents. Rop's being spotted, and Glaive will find the kill. Astralis with their 3rd round, and mousesports after fully reinvesting into that one. mousesports are economy ruining back down to those pistols. Astralis again bolstering those rifles, a lot of utility, the defuse kits as well. mousesports, though, very basic setup for them now. With those P250s, 1 CZ, 1 basic Glock as well. 3 smokes, which should be seeing the outside play. Maybe the bomb rushing down to secret. As those smokes are thrown out, Oscar still on top of the silo. Trying to tap away with that P250 device with the AK, though, ready for the outside push as he gets himself primed and ready to spray from a garage to tap the head of Oscar. Little does he know those players behind the smoke. Zipix finds one from out from the ramp area, though, as he does take down Rops, Device, and Glaive. Both finding kills. Stico trades ones, but down to 34 HP. Rushing in with the USPS, though. Glaive finally finishing off Stico. And leaving Oscar with a P250, 29 HP and a dream. Zipix able to finish him off, and Astralis with their 4th round. A flawless start so far on that CT side. But again, mousesports can go into that buy round. We should be seeing Stico. Yeah, Stico get the... Oscar get the AWP from Sunny. Thought Stico would have dropped it, but still. AWP dropped to Oscar again. As he might look to pursue outside. As the AWP best suited for that garage early pick. Astralis, though, incorporating the AWP into their setup, but already Device going for maybe a little bit of a quick push down toward Radio here as he tries to scope out. Does he know the player's there on the other side of Radio? No, he does not, and Rops finds it. Sunny through the smoke as well, able to shut down Glaive, and this is looking better for mousesports now as Stico already wrapping around toward heaven, looking to get inside of the A-bomb site, breach it, and make Astralis play that retake potential. But again, as it does start to get quiet, Rops holding towards Squeaky Door. The smoke being thrown out, and Kirby with the perfect peek to shut down Rops. Stico inside of Heaven, pushing around toward the A-bomb site. Oscar finds one, getting himself a second as well as he's able to shut down Zipix, leaving Kirby in a 1 versus 4. And surely those steps are heard from inside the A-bomb site. Kirby already might be looming toward death here, but Stico, the first player to be taken down in an after plant, but that should be all she wrote as he tries to back away. There's Oscar showing a little bit of finesse as he tries to shoot through the garage, maybe get a wallbang shot onto Kirby, who has been heard from those sort of areas. And Sonny doesn't want to allow Kirby to save this M4 rifle, spotting him out as well, and will be able to transfer the spray. Very calm and collected there from Sonny, and mousesports with their first round. A lot better from them this time and a lot more confident play. Sonny, of course, opening up the round with that early push through the smoke to shut down the AWP. Again, Astralis able to fully reinvest into this round, getting the AWP back onto device. The 3 M4s and a CZ onto Dupree, so not too strong there as he isn't allowed a rifle, but still, mousesports coming into this with the advantage of the equipment value. Already Sonny looking for that early push out toward the red container already. Device holding toward the forefront of outside with that AWP. Oscar, the timing just so against him there as he walks out of the crosshair. Sonny looking for the push inside of garage once again. Device though pretty safe for now, but gets spotted. Sonny finds the opening kill of this round and allows Stico to push in Heaven pretty much safe. As he hears those steps, Glaive will be shut down by Stico. That's 2 very confident entry frags to allow the push into the A-bomb site. Could split through the hut radio if they want to. Now Dupree shoved inside of the corner of vent, just biding his time, patiently waiting. But death surely looming above him as Stico coming in from Heaven. Now another frag to his name, getting second in the round. Dupree though finding one from the vents. Can't transfer the spray into a second. That's CZ just running out of bullets. Chris J to shut him down. Getting the bomb plant as well. And Kirby once more left all alone in this round as mousesports confidently looking for their second and will be able to grab it as well. Drops. Finally denying the save of that M4. mousesports with their second. The economy of Astralis destroyed as well here, so we'll be into those basic pistols. Cannot afford to reinvest into this round. They can't get any pistols, any upgraded utility or anything like that, because that'll break the bank balance to the point where they cannot buy into the next round. So a full eco coming out for this one as mousesports. They should have a chance to get that third right. Surely a 5-man USPS eco cannot wreck mousesports' 2-round win streak here. But again, Astralis going to be stacking toward that bomb site. Working as a unit, especially with those very basic pistols. They cannot afford to sort of split up and lose map control. There's already Stico looking to split through Heaven again. Zipix and Glaive going to be double peeking it, baiting out the peekers. Stico spotted from Heaven. Finding the first kill though there and opening up the round. A very easy round. Should be pretty much a cleanup for them here as playing close to Heaven, just trying to bide his time. Oscar with the P250, not taking any risks. Device, the timing. Oh, gets the dink onto Oscar though as damage being done. But again, the frag's just raining in for that T-side. Sticker with the final 2. And mousesports, a chance to maybe tie the scores up here. Astralis, their buy round will not be as confident as they would like. They have the M4s, but have to go down to that basic 1 piece of Kevlar to afford the utility. So 5 pieces of Kevlar, no helmets for them, however, and no defuse kits either, so the time constraint going to be really allowing mousesports to work with the time they've got. They can pursue that bomb plant and look to get it as well as, again, Oscar still bolstering that AWP. Again, Dupree inside of the close vent angle. Rob trying to check it, but won't be able to gather the info. Taking a look at that scoreboard. Glaive leading the charge on that TT side. Stick with the top for mousesports. Kirby could be the kryptonite in mousesports' push here. He can stay undetected in red container. Could have a nice couple of kills here, but Sticko wise to the situation. Eliminating Kirby from the round, and Device sat inside of Secret. Hearing the footsteps behind him as he looks to try and spray down. Will be able to land the first one, but not enough time to save the life of his teammate. Device getting two, though. Sunny and Sticko both being denied as they try and wrap around toward Garage. Oscar again trying to get the trade, but Device playing very safe after those two kills. The advantage still lying with that CT side as they have that one-man advantage to work with. Oscar has to make noise to try and deter Rops from getting out of A-main unscathed. Device, though, again, able to provide another frag. That's 3 in the round for him. Can he make it a 4th? And not as Oscar able to deny. 7 seconds on the clock, though. No time to plant the bomb. And Astralis, after that eco, get onto their buy round and take away a round from mousesports. The AWP being saved as well. The economy of Mouse, though, allowing that reinvestment to this one. The AWP back onto Oscar. There's Dupree again, finding the early frag on that CT side. 1 minute 40 and already losing a player. And Device holding down toward ramp with the AWP. Spots out Chris J. Misses the shot, though. There's the information, but no frag to be found. The advantage still lying with that CT side. Is 1 minute 15 and already the bomb. Potentially considering a rotation. Sticko still toward the ladder. Dupree inside of A main. Silent as you like. Sticko looks to move towards Silo. Oh, Device. Rob was peeking a little bit too aggressively. Able to shut down there with the AWP. Zipix finding one as well. Kirby shutting down a further one, leaving Sticko in a 1 versus 5. And mousesports seem to have lost their momentum after that first couple of round wins. Astralis with their 6th, and mousesports, again, their economy very varied across the entire team. Chris J and Sunny both needing drops if they want to buy up into this round, and Sticko should be able to provide the AK. Although they might just stick down to those basic pistols. There we go. There's the AKs being dropped. Astralis. Again, looking to play their very default setup. Device to outside with the AWP. Sticko finds the first one, though. Sunny not spotting, but Oscar finally able to find the kill. I was wondering how long Device would remain unscathed there, but still wrapping round into heaven. Already looking for that push. Drops down ramp, finds the kill. Sticko annihilates Dupree, and a Kirby left in a 1 versus 5. Considering Christian has a pistol, the rest of the team on rifles, showing them you don't need to be on that full buy round to win as Astralis. Hearing that bomb go down. Kirby has the full utility and the entire buy round if he wants to save. He has the AK, the rifle, the defuse, get the Kevlar. Carry this into the next round, but again, Astralis will be able to rebuy. The economy will be in their favor for that one, but again, if mousesports were to sort of get another couple in the row, they got 3 to start with, but Astralis coming back very confidently. Is able to find one, though. A little bit of a consolidation as Sunny will fall, leaving the rest of the team to try and hunt him. They do not want him saving this AK. It looks like he will be able to as mousesports dies to the bomb plant anyway. That's just really unfortunate. Dies to the bomb plant. Maybe would have survived if he didn't have the damage already taken from the first kill. But nevertheless, Astralis will be able to rebuy into this one. Mousesports looking to tie the scores with their Danish opponents. Dupree, however, on a mag 7. Not the best, but definitely usable, especially when playing toward Hut, although Rop's able to enter onto the site very quickly. Dupree, mag 7, such a massive kill bonus, but not effective there as Already Mao's able to open up the round. Zipex on a CZ as well, so again, if Crochet can breach down toward ramp, that could be a very nice entry toward the B-bomb site for them. Vice with the AWP, able to find one. Oscar looking for a little bit of a peek, but Glaive quicker to react there and shuts down Oscar. Kirby providing some damage as well as Sticko trying to wrap toward the red container. Device with the AWP not lining up in his crosshair just yet, as again they need a trade to have any chance of getting onto the bomb sites here. Kirby still back of Gary's very passive, though they might not expect him considering Device is so close to that secret position. Again, a 2-for-1 trade. Kirby should be able to line up the final one. Will be able to do so. Again, not suspecting that there would be a player there, as Device was with the AWP, sat there and waiting, but not sure why there is a Negev on the field, but never mind, we'll just work with it. There's mousesports again. Their economy not too favored, as they have to go into a little bit of a reinvestment with the AKs, couple of pistols, a Tech 9. Sticko bolstering that one. Maybe a valid choice, but with the meta change, CZ looking more reliable these days. Device with the AWP, able to grab the first frag. He now rotates over. Rops, though, able to catch him off guard. A pretty nice entry kill onto the potential radio push, but again, the advantage. mousesports looking to keep hold of it here. If they can do so, again, they can get that 5th on the board. They've just struggled keeping the frags in their favor. As Glaive peeking out from vent. Sticko quicker to react, however, and he shuts down Glaive. The M4 potentially to be picked up in the after plant. As already Zipex and Kirby both considering the save here. Would not want to lose these rifles into that next round. Their money running very low. Keeping 3 alive in the previous, but having to buy up for the rest of the team. Really deteriorating their economy. As the time does fade away, mousesports, not too bad of a T half for them so far. You know, they've had some good rounds. 5 rounds on the T side of Nuke is actually a pretty decent scoreline. If they can make it 6, so that would be even better. The new sort of version of Nuke favored to be that CT sided, especially considering how hard it can be to breach the sites as a T push. Once more, Device on a Mag 7. Dupree on a CZ. The economy really starting to hurt Astralis now. Especially even when they were winning rounds, mousesports were providing kills, so they have to rebuy every single time. Ropso dropped down to 9 HP after that vent push. Already feeling the effects of that one. Sunny tagged as well. As Glaive able to find the first one. Device with the Mag 7 finally making it work here as he looks to get a second. Will not be able to do so. Sunny being shut down by that Mag 7 though, and Device pretty happy with himself so far. Oscar trying to hold with the AWP, but Zipnik shutting down Rops. And again, Dupree just spamming shots with that Mag 7 does even more damage. Oscar tagged with that, and already they look to retreat toward outside, wrap toward garage, and maybe try and get into the A-bomb site. They have to rotate through vents, however, to try and get back up to the A site. Within that time, the bomb can hopefully be planted as Dupree from the vents, shut down by Chris J. Can't get a second one, though, as Device will trade. Oscar now in a 1 versus 3, dropping into the vents. And Device holding at, like you will, as cool as he likes. 8-5, and Astralis picking up a very unlikely round, considering the buy coming into that one. Mag 7 providing a lot of damage and a lot of kills as well there. I think there was 2 in that one. Again, despite Rops' very nice entry frags, Sticko's still at the top of the leaderboard. Quite considerably as well, with 13 kills to 9 deaths. But of course, make sure to tweet in your opinions. If you want to get involved with the action, you can tweet hashtag ESL Pro League on Twitter. But a pause for only who I can presume to be mousesports. Considering the run of play, it would be likely that Mouse would take a pause. And there we go, back into the action. Coming up to the sort of last passage of play in this first half, and Astralis looking to get that 10-5 double-figure scoreline moving into the second half. If they can take away Nuke, moving into that second map, Inferno, Mouse would be on that back foot. Already Device trying to pick off outside. Sunny able to get inside of Secret. Drop down to just below half HP. Those Zipix and Chris J having a little bit of an aim duel there. Dupree finds one as well. Can't get a second, but trades coming back and forward. Device able to shut down Oscar, and Sunny left in a 1 versus 3. Astralis, after that pause, maybe it wasn't even an Astralis pause there, coming out more the confident. That bomb pretty much secured by the CT's Kirby. Holding that one down. As Sunny looking to make his way toward the radio room. As the grenade, he can use a flashbang as well, but that smoke going to be wasting a lot of time. Taking it down to around 32 seconds before that smoke does fade. So it feels like a lifetime for Sunny. There's the re-smoke, just wasting even more time. Was going to push that, but cannot now. Does not want to risk his life going blindly through that smoke. So, again, just back away to T-Spot. Might look to go for the save again here. The economy not too stable, though. As the time does run out, Sunny does elect to save that UMP. Not sure how valuable it is going to be moving into the next round, but again, it's a weapon save nevertheless. The rest of the team might just choose to eco this one coming into the penultimate round of the first half, as Astralis again able to reinvest. Getting a lot of utility. Defuse kits as well. The AWP still on to Device. Kirby once more going to be playing very close to red container. Might be walking into Chris J here. Looks to spray down. Finds the first kill as well. Oscar stranded. The trade is not possible. Sunny though sprayed down. Glaive finds one as well. Oscar finally returning the fire with a trade kill. Device with the CZ able to finish him off, leaving Rops in a 1 versus 4. Dupree finishes him off. 10-5 at the end of the first half. And Astralis looking ever the confident compared to mousesports, who had a few decent runs but could not find the momentum that they wanted.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, the City of Odense, GeForce GTX, Lenovo Legion, Bedway, Pay Safeguard, Logitech G, Mountain Dew League, Xfinity, and ESEA.
But again, moving into this second half, I would hope that mousesports are aiming for the pistol round. It would definitely allow them an outlook back into the game to at least try and redeem themselves. They've had that 5-round T-half, which, again, like I said, is an okay scoreline. It's pretty much average, considering the results for Nuke. 5 rounds is a pretty decent scoreline on that T-half, especially when you can get that pistol. But again, a little bit of a lengthy halftime break as we wait for the teams to ready up. Make sure to get involved with the action on Twitter. Use hashtag ESL Pro League to tweet at us. We do tend to read out some of those tweets during the games. And of course, this isn't the only game coming up for you. There are an array of matches, considering this is the last day of the ESL Pro League for both, I believe, the EU and NA regions. Going to be wrapping them both up today. So there's a lot of games coming up. Godsent. We'll take a look at some of the score lines they're playing today as well on HLTV before we get into the second half. So, North are currently beating Big 10-7 according to HLTV. FaZe are beating Navi 10-5. Fnatic 9-6 beating G2. LDLC with the 1-round lead over Heroic 9-8. Hellraisers coming in at 10-5 on the half. Envious beating Nip 12-8. And that is the scorelines. But here we go. Into that second half. Mouse on that CT side. Getting the defuse kit onto Statistical. Astralis with the double utility buy. As already Glaive looking to peek toward outside. Sunny, however, playing very close to Squeaky Door, spraying through the smoke that was dropped by Zipex. Nothing to be found, though, is that bomb still toward that radio room. Nothing decided from Astralis yet, but they can play that slow approach. They know that mousesports are pretty much going to be stacking. And they have Sticko toward the A-bomb site. Sunny to support inside of Heaven, and Oscar hearing the footsteps outside of the A main entrance. Again, can feed the information towards his team for the rotation, which may need to happen now as Rops might be called into action as they rotate toward the B site. Glaive already going through middle doors. Kirby joining him as well as they break that window. Vent being broken as well. Kirby picked out of the air, though. Kirby, the first player to fall. Damage being done, though, as Dupree and Zipex both able to trade. Glaive holding back the fire. Takes down Sunny. Christian walking through the smoke as well. Glaive, can he get a second? Can't line it up, though. Christian just left to finish him off, but Zipex closing out the round. Astralis getting their 11th on that pistol. With the bomb plant as well. A mass amount of economy to go into that buy round for this one. And mousesports, again, they lost the first pistol, lost the second one as well. So once more into their pistols. Pistols and Kevlar. A little bit of utility as well for that CT side as they try and grasp onto anything that they can get in this second half. There's already Dupree able to find the first. Traded by Sunny, however, so he can grab the rifle if he wants to. Definitely does. Zipex looks to try and deny him those. He tries to push through, and that is what will happen. Zipex taking out Sunny. Oscar pushing through and able to find the return fire device. Able to dispossess him of any chance of getting the rifle, though. Bop's already called on that rotation to the A site. Device throwing out the smoke to allow the security to be gathered inside of the hut. Chris J with the scout. We know how good he is with an AWP, but doing a little bit of damage. Device dropped down to just half HP. Chris J coming off the worst zone. That exchange left on 32 points of health. That bomb, though, already on the B site. Glaive shutting down Chris J from vents, leaving Rops in a 1 versus 3. And as he looks to make his way inside the vent, might just consider dropping down here. He does have Glaive on the other side. Flashes himself through. Rops trying to spray down. Will do a tiny bit of damage. Left on 82 HP and picks up the scout. Backs away and retreats toward T-spawn. Already carrying the scout into the next round. Give that to Chris J. Can do a little bit of damage with it if he wants to, but again, on that T side, they definitely need the support from Zipex. He's regarded as one of the best support players, so he needs to just be there. He's one of them players that can sort of rotate and he can call the shots and he can get those positions ready for his team. He can just be there to find the kills that he needs to entry the sites as well. But Astralis with their 12th, the 13th looking ever possible as the single scout dropped to Chris J. The rest on to basic USPs. Rops and Oscar with upgraded pistols, but apart from that, very limited as Astralis, looking to take their 13th, tie it ever closer to match point. And Astralis looking the more confident team, especially moving into that second map, which is Inferno. Rob's already being spotted inside of Hut, being pushed already by that T side as they look to advance toward the B side. Device, the first player to go through the doors. Rob still playing so close to the exit. Finds the first one, but Kirby able to get the return fire. Trades it as they push out into the B side already, forcing mousesports to go for that retreat play. Glaive finds one as he gets a second onto Chris J as well here. Sticko inside the smoke with Oscar. Drops the grenade. Down to 40 HP. Oscar finds one though, a little bit of a consolidation frag. Might try and peek out, but that Molotov denying him to do so. Not too bad of a save if Sticko is able to carry this into the next round, but the rest of the team would, of course, be on a bye round, so not too bad for them. Especially if Oscar can take down Zipex, will not be able to do so, though. Sticko just left to run towards CT spawn, saving the weapon into the next round. But Astralis with their 13th, if they can take away the bye round of mousesports in this one, they would have such a strong chance at getting that match point, because if they lose this one, their economy will be back down to 0. And they'd have to buy up whatever they can. So Mag 7s, UMPs, CZs, Deagles, that sort of stuff, where they cannot have a solid rifle to go into that bye round and save and try and give them some hope in this one. But Astralis, of course, 5 AKs on the field already. The opportunity to upgrade to them definitely taken, as they want to secure this best of 1 already. Oh, best of 2, 1 map. That smoke being thrown out. Rops on the edge of it, able to spray down the first one. Debris will fall. Zipex with the return, though. Damage being done. Device left on 6 HP as Chris J from inside the smoke with the USP in hand, allowing the team to pass as he looks to edge himself forward. Device to be able to finish him off, saving the life of his teammate. Sticko returns. Device will fall. For Astralis to try and take this one, they need to gather the bomb. Zipex again, playing toward ramp. The bomb is easily attainable and carried toward the site. Kirby able to take down Oscar. That is a big frag to find. It's already Zipex now looking to retrieve the bomb. 30 seconds approaching on the clock as they start to advance toward the B site. Sticko, will he go for the rotate? Still inside of heaven. Can easily dip round toward ramp, but with that 1-man advantage in the T side, the afterplant going to be favoring them as... Then what do Miles want to do? Go for the save here or try and retake the B site? The B site, the harder site to retake, in my opinion. Especially with Kirby playing so close to ramp. Sticko with a spray down, but left on low HP. Wave here in the steps. Sunny approaching on the catwalk. Going to be checking vent. Zipex tapping the bomb. Sticko will be sprayed down. Glaive to find the kill, leaving Sunny to back away with the M4 in hand. Might be able to get an exit frag onto Glaive, but apart from that, the bomb may finish him off here. Which should be safe when he exits. Definitely will. Zipex able to stay alive as well. Astralis with their 14th round here. And again, the economy not too great for Mouse. Have to reinvest into this one with such a low buy. Sticko will go for that AWP given to Chris J. But apart from that, mousesports going to be so diminished, even if they lose 3 or 2 players in this one. Chris J, though, able to find the first kill on to Glaive. A really nice opening to the round there. Finally, Mao's getting the first kill for once. Rops down toward ramp, shutting down Zipex. Can Debris trade? Yes, he can. Still tagged down to very low HP here. Sticko from inside of the hut. Pushing right the way through. Has a P250 in hand though, so not the best weapon to be pushing through with. Still looks to peek out wide. There's no damage to the device though. Able to land one tag with a P250, but still. Nothing equivalent to good. But Sunny able to drop the bomb outside of main. Gets the AWP as well. Device and Dupree left in a 2 versus 2 as those CTs and 100 HP utility on Sunny as well, who has gathered that AWP. Already Sunny, missing the shot there, switches back to a rifle as Device. Edging his way outside of main, finds the first one. Can't get a second though. Sunny left on very low HP, but so is Dupree as he edges his way around the bomb sites. Outside, Dupree finds it, and Astralis getting their 15 from the T side. The economy of Mouse. Better than I thought it'd be. Astralis though, 1 round away from winning this first map on Nuke. The second, of course, being Inferno. Mouse with the reinvestment, the M4s and Kevlar. Stick onto an auto shotgun to try and have some form of... I don't even know. Some form of outlet in this round to try and gather some hope, as already Glaive pushing very aggressively towards outside. Spots the head of Chris J as well. As he looks to take the tap, won't be able to line it up yet though, as he walks into his crosshair, still surviving. Sunny though, from up in the heavens, just waiting. Device peeks out, gets the first kill though, cannot be saved by Sunny, who is forced to back away toward Heaven Catwalk. Device again though, missing the shot there, narrowly escapes death. Sunny finishes him off, however. Kirby from the radio room, able to find one. Dupree with a second as well. Oscar on 17 points of health. This is looking so dismal for mousesports right now, as Kirby peeking through somehow doesn't get spotted by Oscar. That bomb will be planted as he makes his way inside of vent. Zipix with one onto Sunny, leaving Oscar in a 1 versus 4. And surely this is GG, as Kirby shuts down by Statistical, but Zipix with the final kill. 16-5 and Astralis finishing off the game. 16-5. That is the first map complete. The second one coming up though, which is Inferno, as we move into that one. Make sure to follow ESL on Twitter. If you want to tweet and get into the action, you can use hashtag ESL Pro League on Twitter as well to join in with the conversations. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Kieran the Castle. We'll be back very soon for the second map, which of course is Inferno. Do not go anywhere. You do not want to miss this one.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 won't you let the light shine through? In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire. the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 won't you let the light shine through? In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Finally into the action. Had a little bit of a delay due to the other game going to overtime. But with that being said, let's get into the second game. DE_Inferno, mousesports versus Astralis. Pistol round, let's do this. So, of course, mousesports lost that first game 16-5. Astralis absolutely dominating that sort of field, but Can they come back into this second map and pull out a victory? Sunny already being pushed down. Banana, Kirby, and Dupree opening the round with kills as they both fall and leaving the B site completely compromised for the taking of that very determined T side to get onto that site really early. Zipex with a nice shot onto Rops to eliminate him. A second one onto Sticko as well. Dupree shutting down Oscar. And that is what we call a swift entry. Astralis with their first pistol round, opening up the account for this round, for this game, and forcing mousesports into their pistol buy round. A little bit of a stat for you. Astralis have won all 3 pistol rounds played in its best of 2 so far. That's a little bit of an overwhelming stat. But anyway, Astralis already looking to head down toward the B bomb site again here. Sunny being pushed with that CZ, but the device of UMP, or the UMP of device able to overwhelm them. Chris J trying to go for a little bit of a wide swing repeat, but not finding anything. Only being tagged down to 68 points of health. Device is very low, but Zipex over on the other side, able to claim a frag. And that ignites Glaive's push already over toward the bomb site. Sticko trying to spam with the deagle, but shut down by Glaive. That's already the A bomb site for the taking. Chris J into the rotation. Can he take out Device? Yes, he can. Getting a second. Yes, he can. Chris J with 2. Gets himself a rifle as well, but on 8 points health. Burns alive in the Molotov. The karma on that one was insane. Kirby to finish off the final, and Astralis with their second round. Could this be the tone set from the previous game? Could this be another Astralis victory again into their buy round? Mousesports on the full eco this time. As they look to buy up into that 4th round. Again, Astralis with their submachine guns, a couple of rifles as well. Mat 10s, 5.7s on show even, as Dupree already throwing the grenade up toward top middle. Chris J with the USPS backed up by Oscar and Sunny here for the peek inside, but Glaive able to find one, traded by Chris J. As they look to grab that UMP, will be able to do so. Zipex might consider a rotation to try and deny that UMP, but again, might just be thinking that the CTs are getting aggressive. But look at Device here with that Mac 10 already spraying the first one down. Sticko forced to back away as that bomb is planted on the B site. Sticko, what a tag that was from Device. Dropped down to 7 HP, but still surviving as Rob's coming in from the T-spawn. Might get a little bit of a flank onto Zipex here, but is expecting the push. Will he be wise to it, though, as Rob's peeking out? Zipex, the timing is incredible there. Astralis with their 3rd round now. Mousesports going into that buy round. Can they oppose the Mouse already seeming to take a pause here as they try and go into their first buy round of this second map?
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, the City of Odense, GeForce GTX, Lenovo Legion, Bedway, Pay Safeguard, Logitech G, Mountain Dew League, Xfinity, and ESEA.
Potentially could be a little bit of a technical issue, but from what it looks like, Mousesports taking a little bit of a tactical pause, a little bit of a timeout, just to chill out, make sure they can know what they want to do moving into this next round. Probably the most important of the game so far for them, as they can try and break Astralis' flawless streak. But again, could we see a result, a deterioration of that first map, their mentality ruined from that 16-5 loss? Considering this is probably one of the most important days of the ESL Pro League. Make sure to get involved on Twitter using the hashtag ESL Pro League to join in with the conversation. Follow us on Twitter as well at ESLCS. And also, hit me up as well if you want to see more of my casts at Kieran the Caster. Here we go, Mousesports into their buy round. M4s on show. No AWP for Astralis yet either. Could have the chance to invest into that one, but do not want to yet. Keeping the rifles on show until they feel necessary to whip out that AWP. Chris J already being Molotov inside of the sandbag corner, forced back to the site with 3/4 of his health remaining, as Dupree inside of apartments already looking to stir up a little bit of a storm toward the A-bomb site. Trying to be the kryptonite in Mousesports play this time is already. Sticko boosted up on the wooden box to the left side of the site. Oscar with the crossfire setup. Rops there as well to provide the support. Dupree, though, the first one to take down. Sticko trades, but so does Dupree. Frags going back and forward here. Oscar denies one, but Dupree again shutting down further. That's 3 kills in the round for him so far. Rotating over, though. The CT is coming from Speedway and Library, but Device spotting out Sunny, but finding the kill nevertheless. Rotating into the A-bomb site. Dupree missing the shot, but in a 2 versus 2. This retake could definitely be a possibility as Dupree again swinging out wide. Chris J, the last man alive, shut down by Dupree. 4 kills in the round for him and mousesports. Yet to break Astralis' flawless fleek as they go into probably a low buy. Pistols and Kevlar, a little bit of utility maybe as they get those grenades. Those grenades, of course, will be thrown down middle and Banana as well as they look to try and do that grenade split. Could be really beneficial, actually. We've seen a lot of damage done from these in the past. Chris J throwing his down first, doing a little bit of damage, and there we go. That first frag found. Device able to get the return fire, though, as Chris J shut down Zipex from the flank. Kirby again with a second kill. Rops able to trade onto Device, but in a 3 versus 2, 2 players low could be a possibility for Rops to again swing wide and get another frag. Oscar finds one onto Zipex, and this is looking possible now for mousesports to try and pick up this anti-eco. As Glaive edging his way forward. Not yet peeking fully as Rops pushed to the right side of the wall. Smokes out the Banana, waiting for Rops to maybe go for the push as Glaive shifts his way through, waiting for that push. It's so tense right now as you can just see both players on the other side of the smoke. Oscar boosted up. Glaive finds one, leaving Rops in a 1v2. That 5-7 spamming through the smoke. No validity to it, though, as Glaive left on low HP. Rops can't finish him off, though, as he tries to peek out. Gets himself a Mac 10. Forced back by the flashbang. Glaive is safe to run away. That bomb now rotating onto the A site. Safe as you like, leaving Rops to try and squander this round from the depths of this flawless hell right now. The bomb being planted, and Rops with that Mac 10 in hand might just think about going for the rush now. You don't want to be saving that one into the next round. Obviously, it's not going to bear any sort of use, but that AK will definitely will if he wants to save that. However, Kirby pushed in to the right side of the cubby hole. As he peeks out, he hears the footsteps fade away. Kirby finds it. 5-0 for Astralis. And mousesports now into their proper buy round. The better one for them this time. We can see the AWP on show. Oscar bounding that one very gratefully as Astralis. There we go, showing their AWP to Kirby, or to Device as well. There, I thought Kirby had that for a second. But was merely dropping the weapon over. mousesports, a chance to get their first round. Glaive on the edge of the smoke, waiting for Sunny. That flashbang allowing the peek. Glaive finds the first one. Chris J, no chance for him to trade just yet, but with Glaive on low HP, definitely a possibility. That Molotov very close to tickling his feet there, but still manages to survive. Glaive still on low HP and surviving as Chris J sprayed through the smoke. Dupree already being the man to try and forefront the charge toward the A-bomb site. Sticko, the smoke beginning to fade, pushing himself into the cubby hole. Rops able to find one to Zipex. Sticko spraying through the smoke. Rops finding one onto Glaive, though. Into a 3 versus 3. Sticko shut down by Dupree, and that forces the push onto the A site. Rops from inside Graveyard. A nice little 2-tap from Dupree there to finish him off and leaving Oscar in a 1 versus 3. Definitely a possibility to isolate these frags, but still, information gathered, position squandered. And Device just holding the angle, waiting for Oscar to push here, but still keeping the AWP in his hands, not going for the passive play just yet, as Dupree already inside of CT, waiting for Oscar to try and escape, but still nothing to be found just yet, as both players walking round each other. Ring-a-ring-a rosy right now, as Oscar still inside of Library. Will not have a chance to make a play, but still running right into Kirby. Grenade in his hand, and he will fall to Kirby. 6-0. Astralis still dominating so far. Kirby with only 1 death on the board. Up at the frags as well, as mousesports again into a very low buy. Will be dropping down to around $2,000. Unless they want to sporadically force into this one, they definitely have a chance to. And that is what they will do. Rops getting some mag 7s. Sunny picking up 1 as well. UMP onto Chris J and some pistols for the rest of the players. Astralis with that dominating lead so far. That Mag 7, though, doing a little bit of damage onto Zipex, dropping him down to 53 points of health. Rob's able to find a 1-for-1 trade. He has himself a rifle as well as he pushes back inside of apartments. Dupree, though, wide to the push, but as he moves through, Oscar with the deagle, able to finish him off now. And that forces the push onto the B-bomb site. But little do they know, it's pretty much free for the taking. The smokes inside of CT. Glaive checking coffins, throwing out the Molotov as well, but still Astralis not yet realizing that the site is fully clear. Mousesports now into the rotation. They finally do realize that bomb can be planted in that default position. The smoke still inside of CT, allowing some security onto the site for now. Rifles in the hands of Mousesports, though, so a chance for them to take this here. Device missing the first shot could start to get awkward for them now as they look to scope out that CT angle. Device still holding passively, though. And again, missing another shot. Chris J pushing forward, misses a third shot, and this could start to get awkward. Glaive with the savior, though, finds one. Kirby trades as well. Device finally finishing him off, leaving Oscar in a 1 versus 2. Kirby spots him out. Goes for the peak as well, and manages to get the spray down. 7-0 for Astralis. That was probably the most shaky round they've had so far. I thought Mousesports would have had a chance to take that one as well, but still coming out of it nevertheless is Astralis again able to rebuy the AWP, given back to Device. A bit of a shaky period for him there as he couldn't land the shots, but did get his act together in the end. Mousesports now investing into those M4s, and AWP back on to Oscar and Astralis. 1 round away from winning the first half already. 8 rounds, of course, minimum to do so. Oscar, though, is guiding the flashbang. Potentially denying the peek here as already Glaive goes for the wide swing. Oscar able to find the first kill, though. Statistical pushing through the smoke here. Opts to back away, but Zipex able to spray him down, landing it. Trading it back off into a 4 versus 4. Dupree smoking out the Molotov. Rops from inside of the smoke here, fading. Will he go for the peek? Yes, he will. Was he spotted? No, he wasn't. Rops finally being picked off on Hut, but able to survive. Drop down to low HP, but managing to come away with his life. Chris J finds one onto Kirby as well. Gets a second onto Zipex, leaving Device in a 1 versus 4. Pushes through the smoke, and Chris J with 3. Mousesports finally getting their first round on the board. Astralis giving up their flawless streak so far, and Mousesports incorporating the double op setup into their playstyle. As they look to batter more rounds from their T-sided opponents. A double op setup being played on the T-side as well. That's quite strange. Never normally see that, but Astralis feeling a little bit ballsy, a little bit confident to go for that play. I hope that was a intentional smoke grenade. I guess it was, because it allows the legs to be seen. Has already hit Mousesports. Damage being done early. As they try and make their way toward the A-bomb site. Still inside the second middle, so nothing decided just yet. They can wait to bide their time. 1 minute 5 on the clock, so a lot of time to work with here. Dupree going to be throwing out the smoke, allowing those T's to push up toward top of middle. Glaive advancing through the smoke, walks right past Sunny here in a perfect position, lines up 1. Can't get a second though as he is forced through the other side of the smoke. Dupree will fall as well here. And Sunny with a master play through the smoke, dipping and diving to keep his life here. Device shut down as well. Sunny with a 1-tap. Zipex trying to peek. Sunny with 4. Can he make it 5 though? Glaive all alone. Sunny with the ace. 5 kills, 5 headshots. And Mousesports with a second round thanks to that Finnish player. Astralis absolutely dominated by that Lone Ranger. And what an incredible play that was. Sunny again involved in the action, spraying through toward the banana there. Zipex able to find the first one though, drops the Molotov onto the smoke. Chris J trades 1 for 1. Free, able to trade 1 inside of CT. Sticko denies Kirby. Chris J again with another frag. And as they look to push onto the bomb site, Dupree not yet spotted on the site, but Sticko will be able to shut him down. Chris J still inside the smoke. Device finds one. But how many more can he get here as Chris J missing the shot? Running out of bullets though. Device trying to go for the knife. Has to switch to a rifle. Will be able to do so, but shut down by Rops. mousesports with an incredible play so far. A little bit of a comeback for them as well here. As they get those first initial 3 rounds on the board. 3 in a row for them. Astralis now into their pistol buy. Will be taking the basic CZs, Desert Eagles, a little bit of utility onto Device as well here, as already they make their way on a little bit of an adventure up towards second mid. Going to be entering apartments very early, as already Rops going for that early peek. The grenade doing a lot of damage there. Device able to open the account for this round, though finds the first one. Rops tagged as well. That's Sunny already out of the round. A big loss for Mouse so far. He's star player in this map. Oscar finds one. Does damage onto Dupree as well. He's left on 12 HP. Device is very low also from that interaction down toward Banana. But look at Glaive already pushing round towards CT, which might confuse those CT players. The chicken running right into Rops, giving him a little bit of aggro there. Glaive, though, able to shut down Sticko from the rotation. And as that bomb now starts to make its way toward the B site, Glaive is the first player inside of CT. But look at Chris J above the boost spot, spraying down, but cannot find the early kill. Lines them both up, though. Chris J with 3, Device able to finally trade. As that bomb looks to go down from the flanks, Oscar takes him out. mousesports with their 4th. 4 in a row for them. Astralis able to buy up those AKs now, though. But once more, mousesports still holding that AWP. Chris J still on the M4 rifle, and the lone player toward the B-bomb site this time is going to be Oscar. Chris J already throwing the grenade down early, looking for a second mid push already, as Chris J pushing forward. The flashbang fully blinds, but Zipex reacts first. Sunny trades, though. Dupree able to deny. Will Rops go for a peek, though? No, he will not. Oscar from Banana, though, shutting down one, looking for a second, but does manage to smoke it out. Oscar re-peeking, and it gets a second kill there. Sticko able to shut down one from the back of apartments, leaving Kirby in a 1 versus 3. It's the first one to Rops, though. They're a bit of a lifeline in this round so far. Sticko and Oscar left in a 2 versus 1. Oscar already hearing the footsteps coming up from the close angle. Oscar hears it, though. Misses the first shot. Kirby spins around and reacts to it into a 1v1. Can gather the bomb and look to head toward the B site, but Sticko coming through. Kirby with the clutch, and he gets the 8th round for Astralis. Kirby with a 1 versus 3. Isolating every single frag, and mousesports. It's such an unfortunate round to lose there. Astralis with an absolutely incredible play. Kirby with the clutch of this game so far. And mousesports able to reinvest, however, getting the AWP back on to Oscar, who is switching up his positions, playing middle this time. The smoke maybe a little too big of a gap inside it there. Nevertheless, Dupree already inside of the apartments, waiting for the wraparound of his teammates from first middle. Sunny, though, able to find the first one over toward the B-bomb site. Glaive swinging out wide, able to get the refrag, though. Back into a 4 versus 4 Astralis. Now starting to make their way toward the B-bomb site. Kirby leading the charge so far. Glaive, though, through the smoke, able to take out Oscar, who's peeking from CT. Chris J, though, hearing the steps from down toward Banana. Sticko pushing through, dropping the Molotov, the smoke blocking him up, though. Glaive trying to push, but shut down by Sticko. That rotation Now making its way toward the A-bomb site. Christian can hear the steps, though, fading away from Banana Zone. They know to rotate already here. Dupree can be the first player to try and put a stone or a sword in the heart of mousesports. Kirby trades onto Rops, though. The bomb being planted. Sticker already pushing through. Zipex on the edge of the smoke. And then a 2 versus 1 after plant. Chris J needs a lifeline here, and there's a defuse kit to work with, but still finding those 2 frags, trying to isolate them here will be the best opportunity for him, as Zipex from inside of pit, peeking out, grabbing the info, throws out the grenade as well. Chris J now onto the site. Kirby finds the, can't find the first one. Chris J gets in, gets the second as well. Chris J finding both of the frags, and mousesports getting their 5th on the board. A lifeline, there we go, from Chris J. And Astralis once more. Their economy not too stable either. As again, they will be buying down to those basic pistols. Mousesports not too great themselves either. Sticker one a UMP. The economy still back down to around $0. So Astralis will be able to buy in to the next round. Will we see an AWP though? Maybe Kirby can drop one. But with only getting that $1,900, it will be a very tough reinvestment. There's already early damage done onto both Zipex and Device. 11 HP remaining for Device, 7 for Zipex. As Glaive tries to make his way toward the B site. Sunny throwing out the smoke to Banana, wasting even more time for Astralis here. As they do look to boost above the smoke, checking coffins. It's pretty much clear for now as Chris J sat on the back of the site. Will they look to run boost these players through the smoke, though? It looks like they will, and they definitely will miss the first one. Can't even do the second one either. Dupree able to pick up one from CT. However, Chris J trying to return fire. Will find one. Peeks out for a second. And you get it, though. Dupree dancing around the pillars right now. Able to find the kill onto Chris J into a 4 versus 3 after plant, and mousesports giving up 2 rifles to this T side. It's about to get very risky here. Dupree on the edge of the smoke. Oscar able to find the frag, though, as they start to push inside of construction. Kirby with the deagle, able to try and hit the first shot. Oscar denies further, though. Looking even better now for mousesports to retake this. Both players stuck inside of Banana. Stickle going to tap the bomb, looking to stick it here, though, as they swing out wide. Looking to peek it, get the defuse, though, and that is another round for mousesports, killing both of the players as well, as Mouse getting their 6th on the board. Astralis can afford to buy those AKs once more, however. Oscar trying to peek down towards lower middle. Glaive throwing out the flashbang. Device already tagged very low there. A little bit of an early interaction toward the bomb site. Oscar again missing another shot. Dupree trying to make his way inside of apartments. The smoke blocking him off so far. Device, though, already rotating toward the B site. 12 HP, however. Starting to get a little bit awkward for him as low HP player playing pretty solo. Sticker, though, able to spray down the first one. Kirby trades. Drops peeking from inside of pit, waiting for that push over the T side. Dupree spotting out one. Chris J gets one on the B side, though, shutting down Device, who was low HP. Zipex with the trade, however, and they look to go for the push now. Oscar being caught out down toward long, gets the first one onto Zipex, but Kirby able to trade again. Chris J hearing the steps, though, could be in a perfect position to shut down, and drops the bomb as well, leaving Dupree in a 1 versus 2. Able to trade onto Chris J, gets the bomb in hand as well, and starts to rush toward the B site. Dupree Throwing out the smoke to try and bait out Rops to go for the push, but as he hears the steps, he will be able to line it up. 8-7 at the end of the first half. mousesports with a pretty impressive comeback in that round, considering that Astralis were 7-0 up there. Definitely an exciting comeback from Mouse in this one. Could they take it to that victory in the second map? They'll find out very soon.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, the City of Odense, GeForce GTX, Lenovo Legion, Bedway, Pay Safeguard, Logitech G, Mountain Dew League, Xfinity, and ESEA.
But again here, as we wait for that second half to start, the European region coming to a close after the finish of these best of ones. Or best of twos, the final map in this best of two. But that is not all of your Counter-Strike action done for today. We, of course, have the NA games coming up next, starting at 2 AM CET, so if you are around for those. Then on this stream, we have NRG versus Immortals. Very, very close so far in this game. If you want to join in with the action, make sure to head on to Twitter. Do use the hashtag ESL Pro League to join in with the conversation. Not just for these games, but for the rest that are being shown today. For the start of the second half, for the maps that are remaining, for the Big versus North game that ended in an 8-7 half as well there. Envious versus Nip is currently 8-8. Hellraisers absolutely battering Godsent 13-2 on Cobblestone. Fnatic beating Navi, beating G2 on Inferno right now. Same map as us over there. Natus Vince here, dominating FaZe so far in this second map on Nuke. 11-4 at the half. And our last game, LDLC versus Heroic. Heroic with the 11-4 lead so far. But into the second half, Astralis now on that CT side. mousesports battling for the lead again here. Taking their 5 pieces of Kevlar. 5 for each team now. Do not want to go into that utility buy or even get a defuse kit on the CT side. Glaive, though, already spotting out Oscar. Tagged down, dinked, and eliminated. Glaive, the first player to fall, and already Oscar getting a dink onto a second one as well. Zipex, very low HP, backing away toward the back of the site. Dupree with a return fire, but Oscar again with another frag. Oscar with 3 now as he entries onto the B site. Device pushing round CT. Oscar trying to tap away here. Gets 1. Make that 3 in total. Device returning the fire into a 1 versus 3. No defuse kit, but a piece of Kevlar to work with as he tries to hop, skip, and leap inside of construction. Device edging his way onto the site. Statistical peeking out, and he will find the kill as well. 8-8, and scores are tied. mousesports, a chance for them to take the lead in this round as they get that full buy. The AKs, 1 Galil, 1 UMP, and then Mac 10 as well. Astralis investing into those pistols. The thing about Astralis that I have realized and that I have monitored over the past few months is their pistol rounds, their second round ecos, where they go into those sort of half buys. They do not invest into Kevlar, but they go for an upgraded pistol instead. And Havu do the same tactic as well. They just buy half. They get the pistols. They do not go for Kevlar, though. There's Oscar trying to find the first kill onto Device. Is able to back away, however, as they start to make their push toward the A-bomb site. Smoke from the CTs, though. Looking off A-long so far. Might think about playing a little bit slower now, Mouse, as they know that smoke has been thrown out. Device is shifting his way through it. Getting inside of the cubby hole. Sticko on the edge of the smoke. Not willing to go for a peek yet. Vice, though, able to open up the round, finding the first kill. And that bomb already departing toward the B-bomb site. Rops left inside of apartments to make a little bit of a lurk play, but that player inside of middle coming right the way around the flank. Glaive might not be spotted here as Rops finally able to pick up the kill. And again, mousesports focusing on another rotation. Rops finding a second kill to open up the A site for takings. Kirby though with one trade as that bomb looks to advance toward the site. Sunny dropped down to 17 HP. As already they go for that bomb. Sticko able to shut down Kirby into a 3 versus 2 after plant. Sticko was spotted on the edge of the smoke, but still keeping his life so far. Tagging down Zipex to 44 HP. Rops pushing round from Longo. Finds one and a second. Make that 4 in total. Mousesports taking the lead here. As they get their 1 round in advantage. Astralis, again, another eco coming out for them. Mousesports, a chance to make it double figures on that T side so far, as Astralis with their basic pistols will not be investing into anything here. Device able to buy an AWP in the next round, however. And again, another default play for Astralis, despite the lack of weaponry. Especially with those USPs, you should look to be grouping up and working as a unit. Already damage being done onto Zipex and Device. Both dropped down to low HP. Dupree finds the first one over on the A site. Able to shut down Sunny. A pretty early frag to get there, but damage still done onto that CT side. That bomb, however, rotating toward the A-bomb site. Chris J already getting some long aggression. Kirby. Just a little bit of damage. Cannot find the kill, though. Kirby pushing through. Dupree with the takedown. And the round starting to look somewhat strong for Astralis as they start to make their way toward maybe getting a victory as Dupree finds another kill. Sticko finally able to find the trade frag, gets a second onto Dupree as well. Glaive and Zipex left in a 2 versus 2. But just look at the HP of those T players. 23 and 25 as Glaive waiting. The re-smoke toward long, though. Going to be wasting a lot of time here. The Sticko still holding toward long. Glaive has himself a UMP. Can try and do this, but no defuse kit. No utility to force out those T players as well. So Mike is going to a save now, carrying those 2 very useless weapons into the next round. The Sticko being pushed, but Rops finds the kill. Saving that Mac 10 is really not going to be beneficial, but still. Both players, or all players left on the server, dying to the bomb blast there. 10-8 for mousesports, though, taking its double figures. Astralis now into their bye round. We will see Dupree, Device get that AWP. Hopefully, if he buys it up. Might even choose to stick with a rifle, though, and get that utility rather than going for the AWP. But there it is, buying up the high-powered sniper rifle. Mouse with the 5 rifles on their side, though. As Device getting that early peek into our middle, checking for some info. Right now will be the perfect time for Zipex to go for that banana push, but not wanting to do so as of now. Chris J just making sure the flank isn't being breached, but the main focus for Miles right now is that A-bomb site, as already they start to sprint out of apartments. Chris J finding the one onto... Rob finding the one onto Kirby. Sticko. Second kill of the round. Taking out Dupree, and already Astralis, they're backing out of this one. They are going already into that save, the B-bomb site being their habitat for now is to try and carry those rifles and the AWP into the next round. A very smart save. They do not want to lose the $4,750 weapon. Those M4s going to be working hard in the next round as well. Here is Oscar able to deny the AWP so far. Zipex throwing the flashbang out, able to spray down Oscar though. Glaive finishing off Chris J. So some decent saves coming out there. The AWP again picked up by Zipex. So a decent save coming out from Astralis here, even though mousesports are getting their 11th round here. And there you have it. mousesports though able to buy up, fully taking their AKs. And AWP back on to Oscar. Astralis, however, it's do or die for them now. They can either take this round and upset mousesports, or they can try and still lose this one. Mouse, of course, will get their 12th. The economy of Astralis wouldn't be too great, but it will be able to afford a buy round in the next. Mousesports, of course, with 4 rounds in a row so far. As Oscar trying to quick peek top middle, spots out the first player of Dupree. Goes for the wide swing, but he is able to eliminate. As they start to push into the site, Kirby with another frag device. Picking up one as well. The round falling apart for mousesports now as Kirby with another one. Leaving Sunny in a 1 versus 5, and Glaive will finish him off. 9 rounds for Astralis. And they get a double up setup as well. Dupree maybe drop the AWP, but Zipex might carry it this time. There it is. Dupree given the AWP. And there it was. Astralis had to do or die, and they definitely proved them in that round. Mousesports now onto their pistols as they cannot afford a buy into this round. Already a very quick play toward Banana as Device may already be called into action here. Oh, but look at Zipex from the sandbags, able to spray down 3. Sticko finally getting a trade, but Device again doing damage here. Dropping Chris J to low HP. Glaive doing the prior damage. Sticko left, and Glaive will finish him off. 10 rounds. Double figures for both teams now as Astralis battling back into this one. Zipex, the man of the hour in that round, from behind the sandbags, able to spray down 3 Mouse. Again into another eco. Going to be regulating the economy for the rest of the team to buy next. Device, though, not spotting out, as again they go for that rush toward Banana. Pushing through the Molotovs as Zipex already dinked, and Chris A will finish him off. The B site already being breached by the T's as Sunny with the M4 in hand waiting for the push of those CT. Swings out wide. Device finds the kill though. Sunny getting the dink, but the damage already done. Look at the HP of Astralis here. Yes, they have the advantage, but still a tough task. But Dupree with the Deagles getting 2 kills. Closing out the round for Astralis. Scores are tied at Mousesports. Now going into their buy round. Taking a look at that scoreboard though. Dupree topping the chart so far. 22 kills on that CT side. Chris J, the top fragger for Mousesports so far. Rops with a little bit of a quiet period. As the Oscar, there we go, that is what they needed. The early kill to take out Device. Able to land themselves the first frag. Chris J, able to evade the grenades there. Boosted above the smoke here. Will he spot out Sunny? No, he will not, as he just narrowly evades the AWP. Kirby, though, from underneath the pit, smokes out. Looks to protect himself here as Sunny pushing through the smoke, though, swings out wide and takes the kill. Dupree with the trade. And Mousesports sold the full rotation here. Every single member of Astralis rotated toward the site. They find the first kill onto Chris J, but they know now that Mousesports, they're nowhere to be seen, and that A-bomb site breached the bomb to successfully be planted. And already Zipex, Dupree, and Glaive will most likely go into their save here and play for those exit frags. As their chance of winning this round just slowly diminishing as that time ticks away. Every single player with a defuse kit, but do not want to risk losing these rifles. Glaive trying to get an exit frag, but May not be successful. As mousesports backing away. Every single player of Mouse surviving there, and Zipex not able to get an exit frag. 12 rounds for mousesports, taking the lead on that T side here. Astralis again, though, able to fully buy up into this one. Their economy stacked from those 3-round wins in a row. mousesports, however, wanting to progress to getting closer toward that 15th round. If match point can be secured, then that would force a lot of pressure onto Astralis. But again, they've got that 1-round barrier to work with here, Mouse. They can play that methodical approach. Don't want to be too hasty about getting the kills. They can work with them as well. Sunny throwing out the smoke, already pushing onto the bomb site. Kirby shut down by Sunny as they try and spray now. Dupree, he will fall as well. Oscar picking up another frag, and already Glaive running away again here. Astralis once more forced into another save, as Mouse just proving their dominance on getting that A-bomb site. Sunny, though, forced to go for the hunt here. We're shut down by Glaive. Not a bad opportunity to go for the hunt, though. Have the economy to rebuy. Or at least Oscar and Sunny did. Rest of the team, though, not so sure, as Device able to pick off Rops now. Glaive protected by a smoke. As Chris J checking the sandbags. Will be clear. Astralis, though, able to again rebuy once more. mousesports getting closer to 15. And again, Astralis taking that double AWP setup into their playstyle. Dupree and Device both holding the AWPs. As already Dupree with a very aggressive push inside of apartments. Sunny might be caught out here. And as he edges his way toward the boiler, Sunny just not wanting to peek yet, not electing to do so. And the timing is against him so much there. As soon as Dupree unscopes and unscopes again, Sunny will find the kill. Rops trading. But so will Glaive, as that bomb already going onto the site. But look at the flank here. Device could be in a perfect position. Rich Day, though, wise to it so far already. Looking over from the pit position. Spots the head of Chris J. Tagged him through the wall as well. Will be able to survive for now, though, as they try and go in for that retake. Sunny sat on the site. Device will be able to pick him off, though. Rops with another frag onto Zipex, leaving Device in a 1 versus 2. Grenade doing so much damage, and Rops with a final frag. 14-11. And Mouse doing so much damage to Astralis here. Their economy, again, though, so strong. I don't know where they've built it up from, but again, can rebuy again. Astralis, though, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Keep rebuying every single round, but not getting any profit from it here. They cannot grab a round. Mouse with 3 in a row so far. And already a quick push onto the site for that T side. A very quick amount of trades, though. Kirby able to find 2. Glaive with 1 as well. Oscar shut down by Kirby, leaving Chris J in a 1 versus 4. The A bomb site finally being held by those CTs. Chris finds 1, but Glaive able to deny 12 rounds for Astralis. Better from them. That A bomb site finally being held off. mousesports, though, able to reinvest again. The AWP being dropped to Oscar. Trying to grab their 15th round. mousesports might consider going toward the B site now. But it looks like A will still be their precipice. As Glaive forced back by the Molotov, trying to spray through the smoke. Rops finds the 1-on-2. Dupree, though, as he's forced to back away. mousesports should chill out now. They do not want to go aggressively rushing into the site, just like last round. Although Rops with the flashbang pushing out here. Kirby fully blind. Rops with the 1, but Glaive able to deny the kill. Look at Sunny, though, coming all the way through the arches. Able to annihilate Glaive there. That bomb, however, rotating toward Banana. Zipex with the peek out wide. Takes out Sunny, but that bomb, again, retreating toward the A site. Zipex flashing towards short. Peeking out wide. That smoke blocking his vision so far. Chris J, though, from inside of apartments, looking to try an entry onto the site first. Zipex spotted out, though, sprayed, and Oscar will finish off, leaving Device in a 1 versus 3. And Oscar will finish him off as well. 15-12. And mousesports with their match point round. The economy of Astralis ruined for a few players, and Mouse with a chance to take this victory here. Zipex throwing out the early utility toward Banana, trying to grasp onto anything they can do in this round. Chris J, though, already flashed up toward Banana, going for that early peek. The rotation's already coming in from that B-bomb site. Speedway being pushed. Chris J, does he hear the steps, though? He swings out wide. He gets the first one. Device able to trade, though. But again, Rops done such a good job from inside of apartments. He's looking right at Dupree right now. Hearing the switch of the smoke, Dupree getting ready to line it up here. Sunny peeking out, has to be ready for Zipex, for Device, sorry. You swings out and takes out Sunny into a 4 versus 3. The advantage now lying with that CT side. Dupree again on top of balcony with that Mag 7, waiting for the push of Rops. Dupree able to shut him out. Oscar very geniusly boosted up here as Kirby tries to peek, shut down by Oscar. Looking for a second one as they now start to push. Sticko spotting out Device. Will be able to find it, and from a 3 versus 2, it's now a 2v1. And Zipex forced into the rotation. A CZ and an M4 to work with 2 pieces of utility as he tries to advance toward the A site. Sticko getting himself right inside of pit as Zipex peeks. He spots out the info. Oscar knows as well as he holds off the site, throws out the smoke. There's the flashbang. Zipex pushes, gets tagged once. Oscar can't finish it off though. Zipex in a 1v1. Oscar peeking from pit and takes him out. 16 rounds for mousesports, and they win the second map on Inferno. That is absolutely insane. mousesports taking the victory there, making it 1-1 in the series. And that is the end of the coverage so far. But we're not done for this evening. Make sure to tune in at 2 AM CET, 7 PM, I think, CT, or ET, if you're American, for the NRG versus Immortals matchup. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back later on.
Game, record, and stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Hey, what's good everybody? I'm gonna be making my way out of this chair finally in December again for the ESL Pro League finals in Denmark or Dansk. You can join me, we can have a good time, we can watch the best teams in the world battle it out for the trophy.
Across, nice, no goal, looks for the other. Device! How sick!
Good luck everybody, see you on the Dansk.